Have you ever wondered what happens when an extremely powerful warrior carries the weight of an incurable disease and the regret of having stolen her sister's talent? Today, we'll dive into the story of Alfia, one of the most fascinating and complex characters in the Danmachi universe. Imagine this: a woman with silver hair and heterochromatic eyes, one green, the other grey, dressed in an elegant black Gothic gown. But don't be fooled by her serene and calm appearance. Beneath this tranquil exterior lies a level 7 warrior capable of facing the dungeon's most terrifying monsters. But Alfia's story isn't just about power. It's about a curse she imposed on herself. From birth, she believed she had stolen her sister's talent while still in their mother's womb. This guilt haunted her throughout her life, leading her to develop a unique magic, silentium, an enchantment that ironically reduced her own magical power. Alfia was a woman of contrasts, strong but ill, calm but explosive, loving but distant. She deeply loved her nephew, the son of her deceased sister, but refused to raise him, leaving him in the care of the god Zeus. Why? Because she believed she didn't have the right, having always put her own interests first. Her life's tragedy didn't end there. As an executive member of the Hera Familia, she faced the one-eyed black dragon and was defeated. This loss deeply scarred her, driving her to make a radical decision. She would become a villain to strengthen Orario. Yes, you heard that right. She chose to be hated so the city would grow stronger and be prepared for future threats. Imagine the weight of that decision, using her immense power not for glory or fame, but to sow chaos and despair, all while battling an incurable illness that weakened her day by day. Even so, she remained determined to the end, turning every battle into a test for the heroes. And what power she wielded! Alfia could copy movements after seeing them just once, had faster reflexes than monsters on the 70th floor, and her spells... Oh, her spells! Satanas Verion could devastate entire groups of adventurers with sonic blasts, while genos angelus was so powerful it could destroy an entire dungeon floor. But all that power came at a price. Her special ability, Gift Blessing, kept her in a constant limit-off state, but in return she suffered from multiple anomalies during combat. It was as if her own body fought against her in every battle. In the end, after an epic battle against the Hera Familia, Alfia chose her own end, letting herself fall into the dungeon's depths, consumed by flames, just as her sister had before her. A fitting death for someone who lived by her own principles until the very last moment. But perhaps the most intriguing thing about Alfia was her obsession with silence. She hated noise, calling everything that bothered her noise, including her own powers. A woman who sought the peace of silence while carrying a storm of power and conflict within herself. And so ends the story of this extraordinary character, who chose to be a villain to create heroes, who bore the weight of self-imposed guilt, and who, despite all her power, could never completely silence the noise within her heart. But here's the lingering question. If Alfia had chosen to raise her nephew, would her destiny have been different? Could familial love have been stronger than her quest for eternal silence?